Hey guys, Daniel here from the Truck Insurance Channel. In this video, I'm talking about getting the cheapest insurance quotes possible for your new trucking company. The first thing I want to talk about is a timeline. You don't need to already have a business registered. You don't need a DOT number or MC number yet. You don't even need a truck yet. We've got a big old database of VIN numbers, every year, make, model of truck you can imagine. So if you want to get a quote prior to starting to invest too much time and money into this, we can help you with that. There's a phone number on the video here, or you can check out our quote form on our website and just fill that out. Anything you're missing, we can help you out with, fill in, and make sure you get still really accurate quotes. We also will quote a whole bunch of different companies, like basically everything that's you're eligible for in your state. And sometimes we'll quote them separate ways, right? So depending on your needs, not just the coverages, but the timing of everything, because you might get your authority active, close to that 21st day of the waiting period, and then it's still going to be 2 weeks till you actually get your truck and hit the road. We can modify the coverages to save as much money as possible. That's our goal. The other thing I want to mention is there's really two main routes to go when you're starting your trucking company. Either you might age your authority or cook your DOT number. I've got another video down below in the description if you want to learn more about that. That's where you would be getting your authority active but not actually hitting the road for a few months to allow some age to build up on your authority. The other thing is where you go straight into business, like I was saying previously. You already have your truck, you hit the road the day you go active, you're good, that's fine. Otherwise, we might need to lower coverages until you actually do hit the road. We are very flexible. We can do a lot of different things. Next thing I want to talk about is how do you actually get cheap insurance? Insurance sucks. It's a pain in the ass. It's really expensive for a lot of people. What causes it to be so expensive is typically anything on your MVR, multiply by 10 if you have like a speeding ticket on your personal auto and it makes your insurance go up a little bit. Not that big a deal. On commercial insurance, it goes through the roof, right? Same for credit. When you're brand new, credit is going to be a big factor depending on what state you're in, which insurance company options you have. Most of them use credit like based rating when you're a new company. Some states don't allow for that, so you get kind of more of a flat line, but then it's like everyone pays close to the same instead of some people like having better, lower or higher quotes. I've seen quotes for a semi truck as low as like $5,600 for a year. And then I've also seen them as high as like $98,000. That was a 21-year-old who had a couple DUIs and a bunch of speeding tickets, and I don't think he ever went into business. So it's something really important to know, like what is on your MVR. I've got a link below so you can order one. You're gonna have to put one in your driver qualification file, your DQ file, for compliance stuff once you're actually operating. You'll need one anyways, and it will help you with getting insurance quotes. If you already have an MVR, you know what's in there, like it just speeds everything up. You're more presentable that way, essentially. Know what's on your MVR. If you don't know what your credit is, like it's not an exact credit score type of thing. It's like credit behavior more so. For most insurance companies, they have their own like proprietary rating of what's in your credit profile, not like the Experian or TransUnion score on whatever model, because there's different models of credit scoring too. Next thing is your addresses. So a lot of people want to play around with addresses, or maybe you're living in between two locations. You need to go off of whatever's on your driver's license. And if you need to update your driver's license to a new state, get that done before you do any of this. All right? If you have your business address in one state, your driver's license is in another state, and your garaging address where you're actually going to park the truck when it's not on the road, which is kind of a dumb thing, but it's what insurance goes off of. Like most of the time your truck might not actually be parked anywhere in particular, but they like to go off of a garaging address as like a home base. For rating purposes, it's just the insurance industry is old, especially with trucking. We're trying to make it better. But a lot of insurance companies rate like this, and if the addresses aren't all matched up in the same state, you're decreasing the number of insurance companies that will consider you, and you're also, the ones that will consider you are going to increase the rates because they don't match. You need them all to match. Another thing that I get questions about pretty often is using someone else's name. This goes back to the credit thing. Using someone else as the financially responsible party for your insurance policy. Look, if they're not on your LLC, that's misrepresentation, maybe fraud. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not defining one of those or the other, but they need to be a member of your LLC, an executive of a corporation. You definitely wouldn't do it as a sole proprietor. That would not make sense. That's very bad. There's options, but you should probably stay away from that. I mentioned vehicles earlier. If you don't already have a truck, you plan on buying one, you're shopping around right now, and you're trying to figure out quotes, you can tell us what you're looking at getting. Even send us links. You know, if you're looking on websites at, you know, used trucks or brand new trucks, whatever, you can send us what you're looking at and we can quote that. We can use that for quotes. Another thing that people miss a lot is discounts. So like Progressive does discounts, Berkshire does discounts, CoverWell. Everyone pretty much gets the same discount the first year. The discounts change after, you know, going into renewals. A lot of insurance companies are doing like ELD discounts, prior insurance discounts, but it doesn't have to be commercial. It could be personal auto or, you know, other types of insurance. There's a million different things, and it's really important you work with an agent on this. You know, of course, we're happy to help you with that. That's our bread and butter, is what we do. But if you try to go like on an 800 number or directly to like Progressive's website, you will not get any discounts for that. Like, we don't charge for selling you insurance. The insurance companies pay us. So always use an agent. You will find out very quickly why you need an agent, all right? When you have to call an 800 number and the guy you're talking to likely won't be there next week, like, it becomes a nightmare. We'll stick around for you and help you grow your business if that's what you want to do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, getting cheap insurance, there's a lot that goes into it, but the biggest things are that, like the credit, the driving record, your vehicle value. You know, if you're gung-ho trying to go buy a brand new $200,000 semi-truck, you can. Also, your CDL experience is another one, since we're talking about semis. If you don't have any CDL experience, it's gonna be expensive, and you have like 2 or 3 options at most for insurance companies, right? So you wanna make sure you have more options. Most insurance companies want you to have at least 2 years of CDL experience. Some are even going to 3, and then as you know, get some time under your business, they might want 5 years, but then you're getting like stupid cheap insurance. When you get to 3 years in business and you've had, you know, no claims, if you have multiple drivers, they all have lots of CDL experience, that's where it gets really nice, and you get, you know, rates like the really big companies. If you have questions, please feel free to call us. You can also schedule calls. There's links for that below. There's all kinds of links for starting your trucking company down below. If you have any other questions, or, you know, if you want to leave comments down below, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the rest of this series of videos we're putting together for starting a trucking company. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.